Message received.
You're the biggest tool being carded, I think.
Are you having rectal discomfort? Disconnected from message received.
Oh, sorry, Wally. I love you.
Message received.
You, sir, are a crazy person.
Okay.
So Ripper, well, my game got through, and
Message received.
so do I, to be honest. No, but I've done all the work on it.
Message received.
Well, honestly, the past 2 weeks I've spent working on the jump and movement and physics controls, because Unity's inbuilt physics is shit.
Yeah, I remember you talking to me about that.
Yeah, I just decked myself so many times. My teammate has spent the past 2 weeks working on sound.
Whoa.
Relax.
Yes, that's my point. He wanted to play multiple sounds. I'm like, well, I'll just make a prefab, and if we could just make it switch between, and then you're done. What's that, like 3 lines of code? And so
What mod disconnected from your channel? The lobby from base DevOps.
I was making a start button back in my first year. I had start menus on my first game last year.
What mod entered your channel? The lobby.
I don't know
from
why.
base
Obviously
it's
it doesn't.
3 times XP at the moment.
Also, this is a long link, but this is our design documentation. I just read it for the first time, and I want to quit my team already.
What's the design documentation
Oh,
say?
God.
Is it like one line of text saying fuck you or something?
You should read it and find out.
I will quickly have a look.
Just gonna point out that that URL is horrendous.
Yes, I know, but this is Word.Office Live being shit.
Yeah, but there's probably like a button somewhere in Dropbox or whatever where you can just hit like shorten URL, and it puts it through a URL shortener.
Well, I didn't open it through Dropbox, so I'm sorry.
There's a game in which it's cool to look like. It's a little girl. I like where this is going. Wow, this isn't as long as I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, it was longer than I was expecting it to be, but I still don't like it.
Message received.
Yeah,
10 out of 10 would be good fire paper.
All right, I'll tell you. I'll show
If it was
you.
paper.
Also, comment the art teacher said to one of my artists, "I didn't even know you were still enrolled in this course." Because he hasn't been there. That's how often he's been there.
Wow.
And so I was just, and guess what? He's also our lead artist. But guess I got Jaden's on my group now.
Guy.
Jaden's group didn't get through, so now he's on my group.
Oh, success.
Yeah. He's better than a lot of our programmers, but
and you know that Swarjo's going to put the effort in and the time in, at the very least?
Yeah, I know he's doing it. But I'll be playing LOL at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, Jaden, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm working on the game. I'm like, good man. Alright, I'm going to take a screenshot of what our game looks like after, what was it, 4.5 weeks of prototyping?
I don't know if Relax.
Message received.
So, is anyone up for water tanks now that I've got the mouse problem fixed?
I'm sorry, I'm still waiting for you to ask me to play a real game.
Okay, the blue flashes on my monitor are getting more frequent. I'm getting a little bit worried about that.
Where you've been going, you'll probably be pulling before you enter.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's not screen flashes, that's the dubstep playing in the background. You should turn that off. Alright, per the force, where art thou? Best invention known to man.
Right on me.
Message received.
Yeah, about big range, man. Pretty sure I could like report or something for a documentary.
Okay. Okay, you should have an invite mess.
Copying 1,178 files to
Message
workspace.
received.
Probably start with tier 5, tier 34.
Yep.
Actually, no, not much. Right.
I might even make a shitty video of how shit my game is. Although wait, I don't have an Xbox controller at home, so I can't use half the features. You know what? I just spend 2 minutes to put some code in to do it.
I don't know, I got... On Monday I start my maths programming stuff in MATLAB, and just have a bad feeling about it.
What time do you go into class, April?
Huh? I don't know, they all start late in the day, but I'll probably head in earlier with them.
Are you some sort of nerd? Either, I don't care, whatever springs first to mind. Bucky works for me. Unity? I didn't even know it existed.
Are we going up the hill, Neds?
Yes, we could.
That'd be great.
Message received.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't care. I've basically been working with... I've had to rewrite... Because he built all his because he designed all the levels, but he built them some with rigid bodies and some without rigid bodies.
I could
And I couldn't figure out whether